Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519. Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452 near Florence, Italy, and died in 1519. The intervening centuries have not tarnished his reputation as perhaps the most brilliant universal genius that ever lived. If this were a list of outstanding persons, Leonardo would definitely be included among the first 50 names. However, his talent and reputation seem greatly in excess of his actual influence upon history. In his notebooks, Leonardo left behind sketches of many modern inventions, such as airplanes and submarines. While these notebooks attest to his brilliance and originality, they had virtually no influence upon the development of science. In the first place, Leonardo did not actually build models of those inventions. In the second place, although the ideas were very clear or clever, it does not appear that the inventions would actually have worked. It is one thing to think of the idea of a submarine or airplane, it is another and very much harder thing to work out a precise, detailed, practical design and to construct a model which actually works. The great inventors are not those men who had brilliant ideas but failed to follow up on them. Rather, they are those persons like Thomas Edison, James Watt, or the Wright brothers who had the mechanical aptitude and the patience to work out the details and to overcome the difficulties so as to construct something which was actually functional. Leonardo did not do that. Furthermore, even had his sketches included every detail necessary to make his inventions work, it still would have made little difference, for the inventions were buried in his notebooks, and these were not published until centuries after his death. By the time the notebooks were published, the ideas behind his inventions had already been independently discovered by others. We conclude that as a scientist and inventor, Leonardo was without significant influence. His eligibility for this list therefore depends primarily upon his artistic achievements. Leonardo was a first-rate artist, though no more outstanding than such men as Rembrandt, Raphael, Van Gogh, or El Greco. With regard to his effect on later artistic developments, he was far less influential than either Picasso or Michelangelo. Leonardo had a regrettable habit of starting ambitious projects and never completing them. As a result, his output of completed paintings was very much smaller than that of the other men just mentioned. By frequently shifting to a new project before completing an old one, Leonardo succeeded in frittering away a considerable portion of his extraordinary talents. Although it may seem odd to refer to the man who painted the Mona Lisa as an underachiever, that seems to be the conclusion of most persons who have carefully studied his career. It is possible that Leonardo da Vinci was the most talented person who ever lived, but his enduring accomplishments were comparatively few. Although a renowned architect, he does not seem to have ever designed a building that was actually constructed. Nor does a single sculpture made by him survive today. All that remains of his prodigious talents are a considerable number of drawings, a few magnificent paintings, fewer than 20 survive, and a set of notebooks which make 20th century readers marvel at his genius, but which had little, if any, influence upon science or invention. Talented as he was, Leonardo was not one of the 100 most influential persons who ever lived.